biggest
about that.
gaming, biggest show in gaming. Then let's start the show.
Let's do it!
Let's do it!
Bring on the cringe. Bring on the cringe. I'll be very disappointed if there's no cringe. But I feel like Ubisoft wouldn't disappoint me on that. They wouldn't do that to me. So I'd probably show For Honor and all that. Division 2. Assassin's Creed, maybe? Maybe Splinter Cell? Maybe? That's the one I'm hoping for. Splinter Cell. With the original Sam Fisher voice actor. What the hell is this? What am I watching? Yes. Give it to me. Give me this. This is what I wanted. Oh my god. They're starting off right. The dancing parade panda. Just because. Just because Ubisoft can. I almost thought that was Shantae. That was weird. Like zoomed in on her belly button? What? I just don't even know. You know, good on them. At least they're having fun with it. Good on them for that. Because this is totally about video games. Okay. Okay. If I was there, I'd be dancing with them. I got a freaking band with this. That is incredible. What song is that? I feel like I've heard that before. Can you imagine we just saw the EA one like a few days ago? Like a totally different vibe from this. Oh my god. I actually never played any of these Just Dance games. None of them. I remember some friends of mine used to love playing these games. I was like, nah. Didn't they? Oh, I feel like they did this last year. Like some dancing panda. It was completely over the top and totally necessary. Can you imagine if this was the only thing they show? And it's like, hey, we got Just Dance. We got a band, we got a dancing panda mascot. All these people happy. Not even gonna show the game at a gaming expo. Because why would you ever do that? Like, what's wrong with you? You think you see some game footage at a gaming expo? Do you not even know? They just get like more over the top every year. You missed the performance, dude. The cringe performance. You missed the good part. There's a dancing panda band. What if they're starting with Beyond Good and Evil 2? I'm liking space. I like salt, ice, whatever that is. Clouds. Totally Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Cook, do you hear me?
Roger, Uma.
Half the crew is dead drunk in my sick bay after eating your miraculous space chili. Any thoughts?
Well, I have no idea what you mean. Our food is healthy. Invigorating.
Yeah, that was fine. Like, I'm not saying like it was bad. I'm just like it was a fun performance.
Dead monkey in the crow's
Nest. I repeat, monkey down.
El Space Chili strikes again.
Copy that, Captain. Hey, Paige, bet we could use your space chili to overclock our engines.
Negativo, mi amor. Only you can melt my circuits.
Keep laughing, fools. The key ingredient to good cooking is love.
What? Engineering to officers, we are dead in the water. I repeat. Main engines are cursed.
Nox, come in. What have we got on the scanners?
Jack shit. Nada. Hey, wait. I see something. 3 o'clock starboard. It's massive. Get back here, Shani. Hold off!
I feel like they're trying too hard now with this game. I enjoyed the first trailer because it was just like fun and everything. It's like, hey, you get to explore. It's like, there's danger here. It's like, I don't know. This is very serious. I'm not feeling it.
Gods protect us.
A cool suit, though. Whatever it is. Robots. And swords.
Jade.
Jade? What? Wait. That's not a prequel then.
Thank you. Hi. Thank you.
Jade? He's the protagonist from the
Hello,
first
I'm
game.
Gabrielle Schrager, narrative director.
Well, she's younger.
Guillaume Brunier, senior producer.
We are so happy to be back this year to share our progress on our space opera, Beyond Good and Evil 2, a game full of wonder, emotion, danger, and high-stakes drama. Last year, you all saw the enigmatic green-eyed Captain Dakini leading the legendary crew of the God on a quest to discover the location and the mystery behind a deep space artifact known as Moksha.
But the Dakini has since gone missing. Shani is now captain of the Gada, and she's leading a crew into the deep, unexplored space beyond system.
I thought this was supposed to be a prequel. I think she's younger.
Their nemesis.
Fans will have recognized a ferocious young Jade.
That is young. That doesn't make any sense, though.
And Paige is back as the incorrigible chief cook of the Gada. We've got 2 other officers, Uma, the holistic chief medic, and Callum, our
From what I remember about the story,
it
was
legendary characters will be playing
like Jade
a major role in our prequel.
It was never that serious.
Today, we are proud
Like, she was
to
a
represent our
reporter and
growing
everything, and
production
she kicked
team
ass, but
in
she wasn't like
Montpellier,
that. Like, she wants to
Barcelona,
murder
Bordeaux,
you.
and Sofia. Thanks
That's just a
everyone
weird
for making
turn.
it happen. Thank you. Thank you for them.
Thank you. Thank you for them.
Can't be bothered to get a PC, huh?
In BGE2, you are a space pirate captain in a distant galaxy near the end of the 24th century.
Yep.
At this year's E3, we will be showcasing a new behind closed doors demo, offering a first look at our major location, the sacred city of Ganesha. Now, let's take a look at our first pre-alpha gameplay footage.
How was that a term? Hey, here's our pre-alpha. No longer alpha footage.
Ganesha is a metropolis filled with sacred temples, beautiful gardens, and bustling shops. But it's also a darker underworld, rife with dirty bars and dangerous back alleys.
Our game is an action-adventure RPG that you can play alone or with your friends in co-op. From the intimate interior of a hidden temple to the very edge of the galaxy, fight on the ground and in space at massively different scales. And all of this
and you get jump jets. You could fly and you have jump jets.
This year is only a very small part of a much larger open universe we are creating.
That's pretty sick.
A universe we are also building with our fans. Yeah, let's go.
It looks like a really ambitious title.
We want our community to participate in a way that's never been done before through the Space Monkey program. We want our fans and people all over the world to really be a part of creating the game. So today, we are issuing an open invitation for people all over the world to contribute their ideas, music, artworks, and create original content that players will experience as they explore the world of Beyond Good and Evil 2.
And there is literally a universe of ways for artists to express themselves, from giant frescoes to murals, street art, music, radio content, and much more.
To do this, we have partnered with a company at the forefront of community collaboration, Hit Record. And here, to tell us more, is their founder, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I feel like this game isn't going to be shown for a long time. Like, it's not going to be released for like years.
Thank you. I love this theater. So thanks to you guys, thanks Guillaume, and thanks to Gabrielle. It's really good to be here. I'm super excited to do this. For those of you who don't know, Hit Record is this thing that I've been making for a long, long time. It's really dear to me. And it's a place where people all over the world work together on short films or music or art, all kinds of projects. This is the first time we're making stuff that's going to go into a video game. So it's a little bit different than other like creative platforms that you can find on the internet, because the point of Hit Record, it isn't just to post and promote stuff that you've made on your own. The point is to collaborate. So, like when we're making music for Beyond Good and Evil 2, it's not just going to be a thing like a contest where people submit songs and then we pick one or two of them and we put them in the game. We're going to be really making
announced and then
songs
disappears for years and then comes back. I don't know.
The visual assets that we'll be creating. So whether you're a writer, a musician, an illustrator, if you're a pro-level artist, or
no, it's hyping up people
really
already.
Cares about Beyond Good and Evil and that world, and you love it and you want to be a part of it, there's going to be ways for you to contribute.
If they show it again next year and it's not making that much progress, and it's like they say, "Oh, it's an alpha."
Like now, someone's at my office pushing the button.
Maybe
like,
you should take some
nervous.
time away from
you
going
guys
it.
are doing great. And yeah, so come to our site, check out the Beyond Good and Evil 2 page at hitrecord.org, and that's it.
It seems
Go
like
do that shit. Thanks.
a really ambitious title. Like, that looks really cool, like doing all that stuff, but how will it work? Like, how well will it be? I don't want to be too hyped about it. I'm trying not to be.
Hit Record's approach to community collaboration is inspiring, and we're incredibly happy to be working with Joseph and his team.
The first game is so different from that.
So let's do it.
Like, it's nothing like
we will be showcasing
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Of this content at our very first dedicated community event, the BGE Fest, which will take place in Montpellier.
No, they just started.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great E3.
Really just kicked it off with Beyond Good and Evil. was an okay showing. I mean, it didn't. I don't know. That game's a long while away. I totally expected them to show Siege.
My name is Justin Kruger, community developer on Rainbow Six Siege. And I'm here
Played a little bit, it was pretty fun.
Our community that inspires us and drives us every single day. The Siege team back in Montreal has actually been so inspired by seeing all of the millions of people playing our game every single day over the past 2.5 years. We've actually absolutely loved seeing our community grow. And I'm excited to announce today that the Rainbow Six Siege community is now 35 million players.
Yeah, numbers.
Yes, thank you. I wish I could hug every single one of you, but I don't know if my arms are big enough to hug every single one of you. That would take a long time as well.
Oh, funny.
As you can see, as the community grows, so does the game. And as you can see behind me, Team Rainbow has recruited the Italian GIS operators, Maestro and Alibi. Actually, this image represents 10 seasons, 40 operators, and 19 maps that is all free in-game. And if you want to get to know all of these guys a little bit better, you can play Operation Parabellum, which is playable right now. And if you want to see them in action at the top of their game, tune into the Rainbow Six Siege Pro League, kicking off on June 18th at 5 p.m. Pacific time. The world's biggest esport teams will be competing for 6 months of intense Rainbow Six action. And that's just one of the many ways to enjoy competitions for Rainbow Six. The 6th major is just around the corner and will be hosted in Paris this August. Our Pro League finals will then take us to Brazil in November. Yeah, Brazil. And then the 6th Invitational will once again be the pinnacle of Rainbow Six, taking place in Montreal in February 2019. Yeah.
Watched a little bit of the pro level.
Whether you're
the pro
a
level of
player
this game, it's
or just
pretty
a fan
interesting.
of esports, there really is no better time to get into Rainbow Six esports. And with the growth of the game,
I like
the
the tactical
community,
part
and
of
the
it.
esports teams,
Pretty fun.
we wanted to take a moment to reflect on some of our most influential players. Today, I'm excited to unveil a sneak peek at an upcoming documentary that is focused on a few familiar faces who took their love for Siege to the next level. Without further ado, here's the first look at Another Mindset.
That is like the greatest injury to ever happen to me, only because it brought Siege to me.
Watching a documentary.
I've been doing this for what? Since year 1, season 1, right? And I failed.
Oh, this is just a bad time, right?
Finally, we started succeeding. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come back.
Like, couldn't have just mentioned it?
Eu recebi sorriso, uma lágrima, uma emoção, riso de umas pessoas que eu nunca vi na minha vida, que eram torcedores da BD.
Acho que você tem que realmente botar toda a sua emoção dentro do jogo.
Well, fortunately, I probably won't. This is for Just Dance again. This is just for Just Dance. It's Just Dance. Getting hardcore into it. Yes. Yes, do all that. Oh yeah, there's a lot of parkour and everything. You can do a lot of cool stuff in it. That's why I recommended it. That was definitely staged, but I don't care. Huh. Yes. I mean, you. Oh my god, someone had the Watch Dogs 2 mask.
With style and getting up again. Hello! I'm Antti Ilvasjo, Creative Director of Trials and also Prime Minister of Finland. Now I'm pleased to announce that Trials is back. And
This is exactly what I was looking for from E3 this year. Wanted this cringe. That was incredible. I love that faceplant. I watch people play this game, just watching them fall into the face flat into the ground. Played a little bit of Trials game. It was okay. That would be me. That would be me too. And me. And me. Me there, right there. This is just me in a nutshell. It'd be just like a random car just come out of nowhere and hit me. It wouldn't be part of the game. It would be from somewhere else, like Grand Theft Auto. It'll just happen.
Sorry about that. Trials Rising takes you around the world to iconic locations. You never ride alone and competition is everywhere. But competition is nothing without the players, and our community has always been a pillar of Trials. In Trials Rising, we work with our players more than ever. To explain more, let me introduce Brad Hill, also known as Professor
Could, if you want to see it. I wasn't planning on it. I could. I think last year had a little bit of that. Or was it the year before? One of the years, they were just like dumping like text specs. And it was just,
thank
it
you,
was
Auntie,
weird.
and hello everyone. I see OTHD down the front. I see you. I became a fan of Trials because it's challenging, but so rewarding when you overcome something difficult. But I soon realized that a number of players struggled with the harder levels. So in 2013,
hour and a half from
I
now,
created the University of Trials, a YouTube channel dedicated to mastering
I just remember
Trials
it
writing.
has a bunch
Now,
of that
before
just
I go on,
jams it with like strategy
Ubisoft
games.
star players, I want you guys to make some big noise right now. All right. Well, 5 years ago, I was a star player just like them. But when Red Links began work on Trials Rising, they approached me to design and create all of the tutorial content within
Ubisoft.
the game. It has been an amazing experience.
Like
for
Trials
me.
is under
But
Ubisoft.
I wasn't the only one involved. 20 community members, known as the Trials Elite, up there, have been involved in the development of this game for the last 2 years. Whether they were track builders, streamers, or speedrunners, each brought something special to help shape this game. Now, if you want to get involved, register online at trialsgame.com for a closed beta happening later this year.
Good.
That's it.
Let's go.
Hey,
I was kind of expecting him to fall through
I'm not going
something.
to put a big coming soon up here. I think people are going to want to know the release date.
Set the standard now.
You're right. Trials Rising will release on February 2019 on PlayStation 4 Xbox One, PC, and the first time ever also Nintendo Switch. If you are E3, come to our booth and we'll show what Trials is about. Crashing with style and getting up again. Let's get out.
Let's go.
Thank you, and everyone have a nice...
I thought they were gonna play a class. They have to be doing a crash beam montage. Oh yeah, that was pretty good. Them being self-aware. That was cute. Oh, it's Division. I'm ready for that forced voice chat. Got this, guys. I'm just gonna level up in the corner here.
Is Julian Garrity.
I'm gonna snipe this
I'm
guy.
The creative director
We're gonna coordinate
of Tom
this.
Clancy's The Division 2. On Black Friday, a strain of the smallpox virus was released on dollar bills in New York City. The infection and chaos spread across the nation. 7 months later, the virus has mostly burnt itself out.
Mostly.
But America
got a little bit
is
left.
tearing itself apart. Washington, D.C. is at the heart of this battle. Under constant threat from dangerous factions, civilians are trying to rebuild. In their survival
Sounds like a perfect game.
lies the seed for the rebirth of society.
I can't watch those like fast, like accelerated plant growths. I just think of like The Last of Us. You ever see like a video of like some parasitic plant or something like taking over ants' bodies and like bugs' bodies and sprouting out of them? Like that's where they got the inspiration from. Like I can't watch plants growing fast anymore. There's always a horse in the street. Always. Doesn't really help. We saw gameplay of this game. It looks exactly like Division 1. Not in a good way. At least for me. I think the comment wasn't like... It's a very grindy game. That's true, they're not showing the same footage. I'll give them that. It looks like the setting is nature is taking over the city pretty much.
Keep moving. I didn't do anything.
I never got the vibe that, you know, everyone was tearing each other apart when I was playing the game, really. Like, okay, there's some rebel factions, but I never felt pressed. Like, okay, I'm just going to go in, kill these idiots in beanies. What if it just said hello? They're just like, hi, how are you? This is a game supposed to come out next year? So it's gonna be competing with Anthem?
You are the last line of defense for those civilians and for the country.
I'm sorry, if I had to choose, it's Anthem.
If you fail, history
That's not even
will be
close.
written by tyrants.
I'm not interested in a modern
If you
looter
succeed,
shooter. I'd rather play a sci-fi
history
looter shooter.
will remember the few brave heroes who fought to save a dying nation. This setting lays the groundwork for a compelling story-based campaign in which your actions have a clear impact on the lives of civilians. In The Division 2, Washington, D.C. must prepare for the greatest threat it has
I don't know, it's like a huge franchise. There's so many games under that.
To face it, you and your fellow agents will need to bring your equipment and tactical abilities to the next level. Once agents reach the end of the main campaign, it's time to select a new progression path by picking a specialization. It starts with the choice of a signature weapon, powerful and unique weapons
No,
that
for sure.
complement the rest of
When
your
you're comparing, look at these modern
you
weapons,
progress
so it's
with
not
your
really that
specializations,
imaginative, to be honest. Compared to
additional tools and abilities,
completely
including exclusive
like
versions
different
of
sci-fi
skills.
setting, and you have like jump jets, mech suits,
Specializations enable you to
powers, and
truly
everything.
complete
It's like
your
that
own
really
personal
doesn't compare.
playstyle, but also to synergize with other players and take
And all
team
you're
play
doing is
even
just
further.
going through a overrun like New York City.
Speaking of teamwork, I'm excited to announce that for the first time, 8 players will be able to partner up to face the ultimate endgame challenge. Raids are coming to The Division 2.
It should have been a standard. For these kinds of games, that should have been a standard. Even Destiny did it first. Like, even they included it.
We learned a lot
Not as a new
from
feature.
working on the first game. And with The Division 2, we're launching with plans for years of frequent major content updates. Today, we're ready to outline our plans for year 1. We will be launching 3 DLCs in the form of episodes. Each one will bring
An
new
episodic
story,
game. Your
new
choices
areas
matter.
to explore, and
Or
new
don't matter.
activities. And the best part, all of these episodes will be completely free for everyone.
Why does it have to be a said thing nowadays? This will be free content. Really? That's a selling point now? This is where we're at.
Where's my division team? Stay tuned after the Ubisoft conference for an exclusive 30-minute deep dive into our playable E3 demo during our post-show. As you can see, they're getting ready right now, and they'll be playing right after.
They better
the
have
conference is done.
cross-platform. I want to play with my friend, man. Friends of mine. They have a PS4. And we can't play
Until
anything
then,
because of Sony.
Remember, this is history's defining moment. Hope for the future lies in you, agents of the Division. Thank you.
Okay, well, okay, it's different companies that don't allow cross-platform. Because I know some friends of mine wanted me to play Division with them, but I can't. Okay, it's more of the companies then. They're just like, oh, we can't. Like, it wouldn't be fair. We're behind on content. Yeah, I get the content, but still lame. Montage shooting. We got it all. Drones, grenades, guns, puddle splashes, orange text, realistic cities. And dumb stuff. J-Beards. Not interesting. Explosions. All band performance. Doing another band performance. Is that Raymond? Rabbits?
Hi,
Raymond and
I'm
Rabbits?
Xavier Manzanares, lead producer. And it's an honor to be back here 1 year after we announced for the first time and released the game. It was incredible. So, as a team, I just wanted to thank all of you for the support and all the feedbacks we received. Thank you. So we also started a year ago to work on a brand new adventure, and with a brand new hero as well, one that we cherish and we love, Donkey Kong. So for today, we wanted to celebrate the upcoming release of the Donkey Kong adventure, and what better with music than with Grant Kirkhope, our composer, and the band Critical Hit. So please enjoy. Thank you.
Ubisoft going full on in with these bands.
I'm so sorry, I did not know they had changed your entrance, so my
Changes
apologies.
every day, every second it changes.
Are you hearing all that? Somebody talking about his entrance, like change it all day. Yeah, this was a decently fun game. I played it. I had a good time. It was okay. right? I am deaf. It is impressive. I'm amazed. This isn't a bad performance, to be honest. I don't think I'll go back to playing it. Like, I just had a fun time the first time, and I was like, I'm good. One of those one and done games for me. There was a band performance. I think it was the Game Awards. It was someone like on the chat. It wasn't even on a guitar. It was like something, some instrument that you wouldn't expect to go ham on. Like they were really into it. It was pretty funny. I expect the guitarist to go crazy. Not a cellist. It was alright. It wasn't bad. That's a cool cello, though. Like a very, like, minimalistic one. Actually interested a lot, like what Nintendo's gonna show tomorrow, but I'm not gonna co-stream that. Just because I got a Switch. And I've always been a Nintendo boy. Oh, I forgot they were gonna show this. The pirate game, right? The pirate multiplayer game. Like uses that combat from Black Flag. I totally forgot about this game from last year.
It was over. The old guard was wiped
Looked
out.
decent.
Those who kneeled were now at the gates of hell.
Wonder if it's gonna be like
They were
Sea of
killing us
Thieves.
off,
Like it has a
burning our seas
quote unquote
from
like
shore to
open
shore.
world that you share with people, and you just sail the seas.
We thought there was no way
Yeah, I got a
the
Switch,
Empire
dude.
could win this game.
I have it since January.
As fate would have it, the tide turned in our favor again. A new wind was at our backs, blowing us straight.
Maybe they're gonna
into heaven.
include some story in this.
In our new
Looks like it.
Eden, there was only one rule. First come, first
Maybe you
served.
can customize and make your own pirate,
It was dog
and then like disembark and just explore the islands. That'd be cool.
we became kings,
That'd be like Ubisoft Sea of Thieves.
and masters of our own new worlds. Fortunes poured down on us. They had their empire. Now it was our turn. Enemies became friends. Friends became enemies. The best didn't trust anybody. The philosophy of the day was more.
Okay, just the ship. Yeah, that's what I figured.
We were alone at the top of the food chain.
Player is the ship.
Well, we thought we were.
You are Pirates of the Caribbean. God, if I see more footages, I'm just gonna end up watching Pirates of the Caribbean again.
In a dog-eat-dog world, we were wolves. And wolves hunt in packs.
Gameplay.
Of Skull and Bones, there are soulless empires. There are greedy trading companies, and of course, ruthless pirate games sailing the seas. But there are no heroes. Hello, my name is Justin Farron, Creative Director at Ubisoft Singapore. And for the past year, my team and I have been anxiously awaiting this moment to invite you, our fans, to join the hunt here at E3 2018. Piracy is dead in the Caribbean. The empires crushing all those who oppose them. So your next big score? The Indian Ocean, home to the richest trade routes in the world, where merchant ships carry cargo worth over $10 billion a year. And you're gonna steal every last fucking coin. First, you need a target. You pick up intel on a heavily guarded frigate, fat with African diamonds meant for the Grand Mogul of India. That treasure will help you claw your way to the top.
There's a lot more single player
that
aspect to
no
this that
empire
I
can take
wasn't
down.
expecting. I thought this was gonna be
Second,
pretty much a multiplayer
you
game,
must know your hunting ground.
or
Our
just only a
reactive
multiplayer
and
game.
evolving world is reflected in what we call fortunes, presented to you by Taljid, the fortune teller. Now, fortunes reveal changes in factions, weather, and the trade routes themselves. Today, Taljid reveals favorable winds. That means more merchants to rob, but also more competition. And now I'm proud to share with you the essence of Skull and Bones, a shared world where every player encounter matters.
I knew it would be
Will
a
you
shared
fight,
world.
or will you ally? This is what we call the hunting grounds. All right,
There's a lot
pirates,
more of these games now.
let's head
Like
to the
just been
hideout
popping up
and
as
have a
like a
great
shared
E3.
world. Like Fallout 76 has that now, where that's the whole game. You just share the map.
Starts here,
People
in your hideout, deep within the Chagos Islands.
got MMO features.
This hidden pirate den provides everything you need for your next strike. From your shipyard, you choose the Black Horn for the upcoming battle. The strong winds will boost its speed, giving its battering ram a devastating punch.
So, what's it gonna be?
Next, choose the right crew and gear for
Still
the
need
mission
to
ahead.
finish it. Look at all the swearing
Deadly
now on
cannons are slow
E3.
loading,
Like
but deadly at short range.
all these devs and
Rockets are
everything.
blazing fast,
Like they
and
emphasize
deal
more.
powerful damage from every angle. With everything loaded, let's head out. The winds are strong
Good.
and the day is clear.
That made the way better.
More merchants to rob,
Those shanties.
but also more rival pirates out looking for a quick score. According to your intel, the convoy is sailing past a Portuguese fort, taking advantage of the strong winds.
There she is, with our loot!
That fort is too strong to simply sail past. Its cannons can blast you out of the water. You need to find a way to sneak by before the convoy slips away.
Exciting, Captain!
Fortunately,
Uh.
deception is another tool in the pirates' arsenal.
Let's fool these blackguards!
Might have been at Microsoft's.
Disguised as a Portuguese merchant.
Microsoft or
who tried to
Bethesda,
creep
I think.
past the fort.
Someone was just like really emphasizing that. It's like saying fuck. Like yeah, we get it. Or I get it.
Portuguese merchant and escort!
This island provides perfect cover for a surprise attack. Plot the optimal course for an intercept. Rigging your sails for speed. You want to catch your victim off guard.
Captain, there she is!
Fire as she bangs!
I've yet to rewatch that. I'm trying not to overexpose myself to that. It's like, okay, cool. Trail was awesome. Like, okay. I don't get overhyped. They're just fighting like CPUs. And I guess you can encounter other players. I just hope there's enough customization or things to do in this game.
Sail! Warship sighted! Portuguese frigate ahoy!
Your attack has alerted a powerful Portuguese warship. At the helm is a Commodore, too tough to handle on your own. Even worse, you could lose your loot. You need help, and you need it fast.
That one's with us!
Other
Ship's name is
captains have answered your
Jessica.
call. 4
Best
against
name.
1 should even the odds.
Does that guy have a little rowboat on the side of them? Don't worry, guys, I got this. I got my pistol. I got my matchlock pistol.
Using a coordinated battle plan. The enemy strikes first. The first ship goes down, breaking your formation.
A rude boy taking out that rowboat first.
Turns his cannons on you. You brace for fire, absorbing the first blow.
I expect everyone that plays this game to be narrating what happens like this.
Maneuver for position. The Royal Fortune acts as a tank, drawing the Commodore's fire. It unleashes its special ability, Siege Mode. Once anchored, it can fire its cannons without limits. The Jaeger slips into position with its powerful cannon. Its special ability delivers 8 shots in a single blast, increasing the odds for a critical hit.
God, they just ripped this right out of Black Flag. It's the exact same combat.
The Royal Fortune can't hold out much longer. It's up to you to land the killing blow. The battle is won. But the glitter of gold
I'll definitely
can turn
take
new
this
allies into deadly enemies.
like narrated
is no honor
gameplay
among
experience
thieves.
over totally unrealistic. Hey guys, we're totally friends and we're playing this game together. This isn't scripted at all.
To the digital space.
You're completely safe.
Frodo Baggins! Frodo!
Hello, everyone. My name is Elijah Wood, co-founder of SpectreVision. Though we're known for our film content, we're also avid gamers, and the opportunity to partner with Ubisoft was something we had to be a part of.
And my name is Benoit Richer, game director on Transference. Together, we combine the storytelling techniques of film with the interactivity of video games, enabling us to create this unique, deeply immersive world with a dark and unsettling narrative.
Have you ever dreamed of entering someone else's consciousness, exploring their darkest thoughts and most intimate secrets? With Transference, we're bringing a first-person exploration game into a chilling new dimension.
What's that goof?
To escape, you must go hands-on to search for clues, solve puzzles while shifting between the perspectives of each family member, and attempt to piece together the mystery.
This fall, in VR and on traditional platforms, we welcome you to uncover the secrets hiding in this mind-bending psychological thriller that will leave you with haunting memories long after you put down the controller. This is Transference.
What's going on?
I hope it actually has some engaging gameplay and just shake the controller or press up at this right time. There's a problem I have with these like adventure games. It's not that interesting to play.
Are you comfortable?
More interesting
This
to
rig's
watch.
a bit cumbersome, but that's always the way with these new prototypes, huh? And all you have to do is just be. I know things haven't been so great lately, okay? I do. I've been a lousy father, huh? Unable. Lousy husband, too.
You should go to sleep.
You've seen how rotten that's gotten, huh? But all that is gonna change. We're all gonna be together. All of our hard work. Reverse the process. All of our sacrifices. That's my gift to you. Us.
Help me! Help me! Please! Dad? Why are you doing this?
I love you, son. I love you with all of my heart.
Cool idea. Little trippy, like, adventure game. Like, mess with your mind. I like it.
I have waited so long for this. We will sacrifice the world of Atlas to the harvest.
I have no idea what game this is.
What are we waiting for? Let's get out there.
Go show them what Starlink can do.
Oh wait, isn't that the ship that... like a model ship you used to play? I don't remember. It was some weird game last year. Something like that. It's like a toy you need to buy.
The region is growing. There aren't enough of us. We need
You like
to find
change
help
out
from
parts
every
or some
planet in Atlas.
shit. This is that game.
The more of us there are, the stronger each of us is.
Exactly.
You must feed my legion.
Drax isn't going to stop until
Yeah, it
we
was a
end
Toys
this.
to Life thing. Oh my god, that looks awful. Control.
I will finish this.
Look at that thing attached to your controller. Or is that a separate controller?
Thank you. Hello everyone, I'm Laurent Melville, Creative Director on Starlink Battle for Atlas. Last year, revealed our modular starship innovation to the world and showed you how players could reconfigure it instantly to adapt to any challenge. This year, we're excited to show you what the depth of the open world that we've built and put the game directly into your hands. We're going to take you on a journey 400 light years away from Earth to the Atlas star system. Discover exotic planets, meet fascinating local factions, and forge your alliance. Upgrade your pilots, starships, and gear, and unleash devastating combos to save Atlas from the relentless Forgotten Legion. The mission will not be easy. Atlas is a dangerous place, and our heroes will need all the help they can get.
You guys are totally gonna jump on that, right? Give them toys for life. Toys to life. This is the game that you were meant to play.
Could use a little help here.
None of your baby RPGs. Nah,
Can
buy
you hear
some
me?
toys like this. Star Fox.
Let's rock and roll, boys.
Oh my god, the furries are coming out to play. Oh dear god. This is for me. Doing a lot more collabs with Nintendo.
Hello. 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 Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone.
Oh, it's that guy, isn't he the CEO?
It is an honor to welcome Star Fox in Starlink, Battle for Atlas. Isn't it, Laurent?
I like these collabs with Nintendo. What the?
Starlink, I wanted to invite
Whoa.
Fox and his crew into the game. And Star Fox on Super Nintendo was the first 3D game I've ever played, and I'll never forget that. And so for me, this moment is a dream come true.
And this dream was only made possible thanks to our long relationship with Nintendo. We can't wait to play Fox on the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, I thought.
I would like to give a special thanks to a dear friend with us in the audience today. Ladies and gentlemen,
Miyamoto.
Mr. Miyamoto.
Of course.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, it's Ubisoft, dude.
So I know you were coming today, so I came with a gift. You know,
Oh, he's a
it's the
nice. He
first
seems like a
prototype
genuine guy.
of the vessel that we such saw. Do you like it?
His French accent.
Super. So thank you very much. So it is actually a vessel that has been created by the team, and they would be so happy
Oh, it's
to
French,
see you
man.
backstage. So let's go and join them.
French
Thank
studio.
you.
A French company. Primarily. It'd be funny if he just accidentally let it fly. He's like, oh. And then he just flies away. And it hits someone in the head.
Thank you, Mr. Miyamoto, and thank you, Yves. For everyone at E3, please be sure to come by the Ubisoft booth.
Yeah,
where
it's
we'll have
live.
a full
Happening
hands-on
right
demo for you to
now.
try. For everyone else, Starlink will launch on all consoles on October 16th with Star Fox as an exclusive Nintendo Switch experience.
I was giving it
Thank you.
shit, but honestly, it doesn't look that bad. That's
Thank you.
okay.
Thank you so much. Check out starlinkgame.com to pre-order the game right after the conference. Thank you so much for being here today, and have a great E3.
Hey, at least this was better than Square Enix, huh? That wasn't hard. It'll be available on the Switch. You'll get Star Fox as an exclusive. It'll be on everything else too. Hyped about it, yeah. Nothing could beat that. Here.
Streamers, cosplayers, artists, tournament organizers, and all of our players, you are for honor.
Nice, man. I love my Switch. Switch is so much fun. Just play it anywhere.
I'm Roman Campos-Oyola, Creative Director. Whether it be upgraded stability with the dedicated servers, release of heroes, constant balancing and new training tools, we would not be here without your passion and commitment. You've helped us enrich the experience. Thank you.
Yeah, you can add friends on Switch, but there's like a separate voice
words, right?
chat app.
In
have to get.
celebration of E3, we are inviting new players to join. So, if you haven't played For Honor yet, now is your chance. Starting today and until next Monday, we are giving away the PC Starter Edition on Uplay. Download it this week on PC, and it's yours for free.
Did I play that?
So come, join the fight with us.
Oh, what's the Start Edition?
But
The Siege Start Edition is terrible.
It's
actually worse.
That we've learned,
it gimps your experience
we're now
game.
ready to expand our world.
I heard this game got better. I don't know. There was they were talking about Siege earlier. It was okay. I like Siege. I just don't regularly play it.
Waiting for the fall. Tell them something is coming. There's blood in the water. Give them a warning. Let it all come crashing down. Burn the castle to the ground. Hang their lights, no disguise. It's our time. Let it all come down.
When I saw this game, I just thought it was just like a elaborate rocks, paper, and scissors game. Like some new characters.
After the great cataclysm that brought knights, Vikings, and samurai to fight, civil war consumed China.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was a battle royale, to be honest.
Fought each other, but failed to establish order. Amid the chaos, 4 warriors of the Wulin now march west. With a new faction, 4 new fighters, visual enhancements, and single-player content yet to be revealed, the Marching Fire update is our biggest and most ambitious addition so far. But this update would not be complete without answering a huge request from our community. A new 4v4 multiplayer mode fulfilling the classic medieval fantasy. You know what it is? The Castle Siege. So please, allow me to introduce you to this new mode, Breach.
4K sunsets. 4K smoke. 4K falling down. "4K screaming. 4K grunting. Everything you wanted in 4K. "4K dying, exactly. That was a cool move, though. That was legit cool. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna... You're dead. Sure. He's the alpha ninja. What is this, Lord of the Rings here? The Wraith. The Ring Wraith. Oh boy, the crew, baby.
Hi everyone, I'm Dosset, brand director on The Crew 2. In just a few days, freedom will be yours. Freedom to get your hands on your dream car, bike, boat, or plane and unleash your passion for motorsports all across the United States. The Crew 2
nice, Nachos.
releases
Do anything
on
special?
June 29th, and we are very happy to announce that the open beta will be available on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC on June 21st. But there's more.
Yeah,
You
Switch.
can
You're not
preload the open
special enough to
beta
get the
right
Crew
now,
2.
so you'll be ready to hit the road as soon as it starts. From all of us at Ivory Tower, welcome to The Crew 2.
It's just an open world racing game, that's it? Like, that's been my favorite part of it. Like, once they introduced Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, and then you had cops chasing you, it's like, that was easily the best part of Need for Speed. Like, I could never get behind Underground and all that, because it's just, like, just street races. I'm like, that's why I love Most Wanted and Carbon more, because you have street races, customization, and you got cops following you. Made races a lot more interesting. Most Wanted is my favorite Need for Speed games. By far. The 2005 one, not the new one. Not the Criterion one. Oh, this is the Assassin's Creed Greece.
If he's sentenced to die, tell me, Nikolaos. Tell me before you let our son go.
Father?
Yo, that would be cool if there were some Greek gods in there.
Where we begin does not define who we will become.
Why does he sound so familiar? This guy just trying to have a Greek accent.
Before you, I see a path.
Wait, he's Adam Jensen in Deus Ex Human Revolution and Mankind Divided. You can't hide your voice from me, I know this.
And family. Love and loss. War and bloodshed.
You're gonna have a fun time with your Switch, man.
To protect this world.
I'm happy with my Switch. I play it every day.
You carry the blade of Leonidas. Act like it.
Bears! We're the snakes. Bears
As
are
you
snakes.
write your odyssey across the mountains and the seas, remember, the fate of Greece journeys with you.
But hold up. There's no 4K swimming. I'm not into this. I'm not okay with this. God damn it.
Thank you. I'm Jonathan Dumont, creative director of Assassin's
I would,
Creed
but I don't have a
Odyssey.
capture card.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey is more than just an adventure. It truly is a role-playing journey. You will explore, on land and sea, one of the most iconic and influential settings
God,
in human
another
history,
Assassin's
ancient
Creed
Greece.
game again.
The golden age of Athens saw
We
the
just
rise
get
of
Origins
democracy,
like not too long ago,
modern
like
medicine,
months
revolutionary
ago.
art, and Western philosophy. But it was also a time of war. A devastating conflict between Sparta and Athens, the Peloponnesian War, divided the Greek world and changed the course of history. In this world of contrast and opportunity, this land shaped by the gods rages a battle between order and chaos. This is where your adventure begins. You, a simple mercenary,
Dude,
an
it feels like they
outcast,
rushed
to
it.
take on an incredible
Another
quest
Assassin's
to
Creed
save
game?
your
Are they
loved
going back
ones
to the yearly thing
and
again?
become the legendary Greek hero Greece desperately needs. Our teams in Quebec
What got
from
people
around the
off of
world
Assassin's Creed?
have
Like, there's
spent
too
the
many.
last 3
Like,
years
space this
putting
out
all
more.
their energy,
Spend more time. Change it
passion,
up.
and dedication into this project. We have continued to
I still
transform
have to play
Assassin's Creed
Origins.
into an epic
This
RPG.
is apparently like Witcher 3 Lite.
An RPG in which you will not just play an Odyssey, but your Odyssey, shaped by your actions and choices. And the first choice you'll make at the start of the game is to choose your character.
Oh, they got the Syndicate thing. They had a male and
Alexios
female you could choose.
or Cassandra.
Obviously, I'm gonna play as Sandra.
And you play that character for the
That
entire
doesn't
game.
help. If they're doing the Call
You
of
share
Duty
the
thing where
bloodline
they
of a
just rotate
legendary
studios,
Spartan hero
it's too
and bear
much
his
still.
mysterious weapon.
I'm still feeling Assassin's Creed fatigue. I don't think I'll ever shake it ever again. Unless they seriously change up
Leonidas'
how it
spear.
plays.
You're old enough now. My father's spear holds a certain burden, but you're ready. Think of Leonidas. He had great courage, and he made a great sacrifice.
Okay,
You share in his
I'll
blood
concede
and
on
the
that.
strength
Yeah,
he
okay,
possessed.
that's not rushed. I will definitely feel
The
fatigue.
broken spear
though.
of Leonidas gives you access to powerful range, combat, and stealth abilities that you can unleash on your enemies.
God, dude. I would actually be more interested in the setting. Greece? More than Egypt? Even though Egypt isn't, like, Egyptian culture and everything isn't really explored that much. I don't know. Greek isn't either.
And for the first time, we have deeply changed the way we tell stories in Assassin's Creed. You can now truly interact with history like never before.
Perhaps when I was thinner, both in weight and philosophy. So, tell me, were you able to resolve the situation without bloodshed?
The rebel had guards. I relieved them.
Interesting. You thought the life of a thief and a
I need to know, is this authentic Greek accent? If it's not, no buy.
Their duty.
I wasn't even thinking about him, to be honest.
And what of the rebel?
Oh, they've got Witcher dialogue options.
He should be halfway
Holy
to Mykonos
crap.
by now.
Oh,
This is
really?
just
You let
going
that
right on
lunatic
Witcher
run
3.
loose. Are you sure that was wise?
I'm not sure approaching you was wise.
Our choices are like ripples on water. They seem tiny and insignificant at the beginning, but they can become devastating tidal waves by the time they run their course.
Over the next few days,
I love
you
Greek
can experience
philosophy,
this
like
for
Greek
yourself
mythology
here
and
at
all that.
E3 in our playable demo. And for you at home, here's a full gameplay sequence of Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
I might be more into
Thank
this
you,
than
have a great
Origins.
E3.
You know what? I was definitely hard on it. It actually doesn't look as bad as I thought. Oh god, 4K. 4K statue butt. Statue booty. 4K statue dong. Four K rope. That's a gorgeous area though, for sure. It's so vibrant and everything. I'm digging the architecture and everything. I've got Origins, I've just been wondering if I want to play that next.
Such a beautiful island.
There's so much they took from The Witcher 3, it's unbelievable.
Mykonos
You know, good on them
built from the corpses
for
of
following
giants
Witcher 3.
slain by the legendary Iraklis.
Taking cues from them, because goddamn, they did a lot of things well.
Eagle-bearing Mystios, that's you. We are a
I
small
love that eye
but
roll.
fierce group of rebels who'd pay you handsomely to help us overthrow our Athenian oppressors. A warrior named Diocles fights with them. None who face him survive. Please, Mystios, our people are dying. Signed, Kira.
What did your informant tell you?
Word has already spread of you
The
sinking
map,
those
for one?
ships. There's
Like,
a
do you see
price
those
on
icons
your
on top?
Whew, that didn't take long.
I remember Witcher 3 had that too. The dialogue options, for sure.
So,
The way
I'm
she's
here to
running
find
too,
Kira, who
like
wants
the
me to kill
movement looks
Diocles.
similar to Witcher 3.
Who's at war with
But
Sparta?
it looks tighter. It doesn't look as stiff.
Business as usual then.
I think the combat in Origins was similar too.
Thanks, Varnavas. But they'll be too busy protecting Diocles from me.
We've been spotted. Go! I'll handle this.
I want to see what combat's like in this game. Or if you're just gonna run away like a bitch. I don't miss the minimap anymore, actually. I used to be so dependent on the minimap. And then when it first went away, like, Witcher 3 was a big thing. I was like, I have to look at the, like, open my map every time in my main menu. It's like, I'm just gonna explore. Like, it freed me so much. Like, I explore a lot more now.
Chasing your own death, mercenary.
Just because the way they did exploration is like you're always rewarded. Like, you go look at this thing, it's like you'll find some stuff.
Towards my head?
Like, I need those little incentives. The combat's better over Witcher 3. You do like parries and everything, blocking, kicking like that. Maybe do combos though. Nice. I'm liking this. Actually, it looks good.
Should have left me alone.
HDR footage of what? Oh, you got moves you unlock? That's a very RPG-like. What if it's like on a cooldown kind of thing? Like with any other RPG? Like action RPG.
Varnavas was right. Spartans have made themselves right at home.
I definitely need to try Assassin's Creed Origins at some point.
I'm looking for Kira.
What do you want with her?
Ha! The mercenary who bears the eagle of Zeus. You got my message.
It said something about paying me handsomely.
Ha! Mercenaries.
Athenians have enslaved our people for too long. Help us free Mykonos from their grasp, and you'll have more drachmi than you can carry.
I'm here to kill Diocles, not go to war.
Which is why I sent word of our rebellion to you and Sparta.
My men are ferocious in a ground assault, but we're outnumbered.
And Diocles fights with the fury of Ares.
Join us in battle. If
Facial
you're half the
animations need
warrior
work, though.
Kira says you are, we'll grind these Athenians into dust.
All right, Spartan. I'll fight with you. But Diocles is mine.
To battle then.
For a moment I thought I was listening to Witcher 3 music. I'm digging that armor. Just rip the shield off. I like that. That's cool, you can dual wield too. Like, God, look at that helmet. Like, you see those little individual, like, things just rustle in the wind?
Zeus has abandoned you, Eagle Bearer!
Diocles! Your life ends today!
I like it. Combat has some depth. Full of cows, though. Very pretty game. Is that a Minotaur? Oh my god, I love that they made several renditions of Ezio's Family, that song. That's my favorite song from that series. That was good. I like that. That actually convinced me to go try out Odyssey. Like, that looks exactly what I would want to play.
everyone. And thank you for joining us. And thanks to everyone watching from home. To our teams, it's an honor to work with some of the best in the world. Congratulations on a great show. Yeah. Good. I am an optimistic guy, and I am particularly excited about the future of technology and the positive role games will play in shaping our society. To create these games, we need to work even more openly with you, the gamers, because we know when we do that together, everything gets better. So have a great history. Thank you very much.
That guy's awesome. What a guy.